Let us understand you first. If you have a very big fixed mindset, if you have a very big ego, and if you think that what you think is right always, then maybe this presentation is not for you, as this presentation is full of simplicity and innovation. If you have little bit of empty space which helps you to digest very simple thoughts in a very easy way, and if you are willing to help and collaborate and develop our product, then please go ahead and watch the presentation. A very humble request, we are not reading out the entire text which is written on the slide. We feel if you are really interested, you will pause and read it by yourself. Welcome, friends and family members. Why are you here today? What is the urgency for you to see this video? And why do we want you to collaborate on this platform? So we'll get these answers in a very short span of time. The major reasons for us to start these projects were three. First, we do not have any platform to spread best practices. Second, to avoid exploitation of poor and weaker section of the society. Third, to avoid unnecessary fear when change happens for the good. And if you see the below icon, everything is driven by governance, and governance triggers everything. However, the governments are formed in a democratic process and people are responsible for everything. And people are even responsible to collaborate with the government to ensure that laws and policies properly work, which means everywhere people are present and people are only responsible for everything. Your biggest question now will be why people and not leaders? The answer is very simple. Look at the very simple example of the sun ecosystem, which can solve so many problems of ours in a very simple way. With sun, we can grow grass, and with grass, when the cattle grazes, even the deserts can become forests. And with the cow dung, we can grow trees, we can grow our farmlands, which will help us to get more rain. And with more rain, we can do proper rain harvesting by developing better lakes, and with which we can again grow our food when rains are not there. Growing food with great difficulty is not sufficient. Giving it the right value so that the person who grows is fulfilling is most important. And also utilizing our renewable sources and saving the power and recycling the materials as much as we can, and avoiding all the toxic elements in our society can help us a lot. And if you see the person sitting below the tree by doing regular yoga, meditations, and following the best health practices and home remedies, we can be healthy as well. And if you see the top, early to bed and early to rise, by following the sun, we can be more healthy, we can be more productive, efficient, creative, and innovative as well. And what now your biggest question will be, when it was so simple, then why are you planning to develop any application or to start off any project? The answer is, like, there are so many several ideas and several problems which exist in our world today, but they are not being utilized or not being used effectively. So if you see, the top 9 blocks are some of the biggest problems which you are listed down. And the best way to solve or to create a golden era is to bring all effort, whether big or small, whether individual or an organization, whether a NGO or a government, on a collaborative, single, united platform to create a huge, gigantic momentum so that we can bring an ultimate democracy based on values and wisdom to grow everyone. The requirements are very simple: acceptance of people, technology, a growth mindset wherein we can think of growing everyone, and finally, innovation and creativity to think something different. So now your question is that when it was so simple, why it has not been done till date? The answer we do not have, but however, we feel that alone when we are able to do so little, together we can do a lot with shared responsibility. Now, your question will be, even though if it is so easy and if it was not done before, so how would we drive it now? The answer is again very simple. It is the inspiration which should come within and the sensitivity to grow others. And we need to market a very simple thing that if everyone gets benefited by growing each other, everyone will grow. So there are no side effects to it. Now you may think that when everything was so simple, then there wouldn't have been any ways to drive it. So the answer for you is like we have listed down different ways or systems through which we can develop all these things in a very easy way. The first one is we need to develop a system to integrate everyone under one umbrella. Second, technology to ensure that small business owners are not exploited and we all have very good income sources. Third is to develop world-class education system which will help us to earn and develop our human values. Fourth, integration with nature while we grow instead of exploiting. Fifth is the citizen delight program with auto escalation and proactive identification of issue, making every human or every place feel as a center of the earth. There may be some questions like who will get impacted? Here, people who are not interested of well-being of everyone will be the only people who will get impacted. And now you may have some more questions like what may be the challenges and how will you manage it? So the biggest challenge is greediness and habit of controlling and dominating others. But with the majority of 80% of the population, this problem can be solved very easily. The only thing is we need to start off. Now you may have some more curiosity like what are the special features of this project? It has got plug and play wherein you can plug it at any region and you have the flexibility to change it and customize it according to your needs. It is independent and integrated across the globe like a internet. It is transparent, metric driven, focuses on delight of people, mistake proofing, has great values, focuses on nature, uses the best methodologies like Lean, Six Sigma, and the best auditing mechanisms and a transparent governance in partnership with the existing governments. These features are a very few which we have listed down. And now your next question may be like, what should we do? So after understanding everything, obviously you will have what should we do to achieve success. So we have listed down simple 20-step plan, project plan, which can be done in a span of 100 days if we do it collaboratively together and we can launch it across the globe successfully with Olympics 2020. In case if you have any questions, suggestions, feedbacks, you can always write to us directly or post it on the comment box below. The website which you are seeing is just a high level mock-up of what we want to develop. So we want to develop a site which is inverse to Google but very unique and which has a flavor to treat everyone as a family member, and we are open to collaborate with any of the big companies like Google, MediaWiki or any other organization as there is no owner as such. So even all the biggest organizations themselves are also a part of our organization. So there is no conflict at all. It is for literate and illiterate, skilled or unskilled. Technology is only one facet of the dimension which we are showing you currently. So in this, we plan to scale it up both through online, physical, social, and other models like through NGOs, governments, or MNCs as well. In this model, everyone is a owner, everyone is a developer and promoter as well. In this model, everything is driven as an enterprise and there are no taxes or no charities which we would be collecting from people. Developing everything is very easy, but integrating all seamlessly with each other is the biggest task or challenge which everyone faces. If you see the first picture, which is a vertical and horizontal integration of car buyers, garage owners, car manufacturers, and commodity producers is taking a bigger toll. Integrating everyone together is not so easy. But if you see the second integration model, which is much better, wherein it helps to integrate in with different entities in specific pathways, and within the system they are getting integrated automatically, but it's a little complex process. But if you see the third image, which is a Fibonacci growth integration model, wherein if you see any triangle, you will be able to see that everything is integrated or connected with the other entity very easily. We are focusing on this natural model. And you may have a question like, why wasn't it tried earlier? We do not know, but we know that when we look at growing each other in simple terms, this growth model or integration happens automatically in a very easy as it benefits everyone. Nature is being doing this effortlessly with dumb creatures. However, humans with intellect and voice and wisdom have been not been able to accomplish this in several creations, not only this creation. So we are going to create history which has never been created earlier. Some people may be very curious on what kind of model are we following to make it successful. So we'll give you a high level glimpse of what is in store with us. So it is a people's enterprise which we call it as you all and we, and it's been pronounced as evolve to deliver happiness to everyone. Here every citizen is our customer and God as well. If you see the below picture, which shows from right from a toddler to a old age person, everybody is a part of true we, and this is a ultimate democracy wherein it is by the people, of the people, and for the people. It is a non-profit, self-empowered, and it is a enterprise model. So this project or this entity has a tagline of just solve it, which means the moment we identify anything which needs to be improved, it has to be solved. That's it. And it is the first of its kind in the world wherein all are collaborators and co-owners. There is no office, all are virtually connected. So how will it work? As we said earlier, it will work on inspiration, because once people are inspired, they will be able to attract others. And once we attract others, we'll be able to amplify a bigger part of the population very quickly. And once we do that, people will start paying for the services, and the revenue which is generated will be used to run and develop other services, and new creative services will get launched automatically, and which will help us to attract more and more people, and this will generate more employment opportunities and more services to help people. So this becomes a flywheel which will keep on amplifying in every cycle. However, we will not look at disrupting any of the existing businesses. We will look at growing all the existing companies who are there in the market, and we will work in collaboration with them to grow them. The another speciality which we have, which you can see on the left hand side, is why women. So women have got all the best qualities which maybe men are lacking. Images symbolizes all of those very easily. Now coming to the biggest question which most of us have. So how will it run? Whether it will run on taxes, whether it will run on ads or what. So it will be a combination of most of these, like subscription fees, can donate, can advertise or pay as you use. In this model, we will not have any fixed cost or expenses. Before we start this project, we need to understand our history as well to see why such a project was not taken up earlier. In the prehistoric period, our major objective was survival or to learn better ways of living. And in the historic period, which starts from 3000 BC to till date, we are divided into 5 major parts. So the first part or the first age was known as ancient age, wherein civilizations flourished, and in the second age, the medieval age, where people fought to rule, and the major domination was the rise and fall of empires. And the third age was the modern age, which was influenced by colonization. In all these three ages, different cultures could not flourish together, and all of them promoted selfish leaders, which led to continuous fall and helped in developing all the possible vices within us. The fourth age, which is the contemporary age, led to the development of democracy and technology. However, we are not completely evolved still, but now the age which would start from 2020 AD will be known as the blooming age or the golden age, wherein we can collaborate, cooperate, harmonize, and integrate even without any leader as well. This is because of the help of technology, which has brought everyone closer, and it helps us to understand each other very well. To transform our consciousness, we need to understand mind. In order to understand mind, we need to understand the waves of thought. So, thoughts are without sound, but however, they have the potential to trigger universe, and with thoughts, we actually build our mind, beliefs, fears, habits, and even how we experience or sense anything which we want to. So this is the most important thing. So if a person has got a fixed mindset, that gets developed with the thoughts or with the people or the environment in which they are. And if we want to move into a universal growth mindset, we have to change our thoughts and environment. That is the only simple thing which we need to do. And the famous Sanskrit shloka, which you can see on the left hand side, is an exemplary thought process which our ancient sages had. We just need to follow and execute it. If you see the next video, which is a very simple and a very easy way how we can do it together.
Hi. Hey. Woo. Hey.
Some problems are just too big and too complex for any one person to handle alone. For these challenges, we need to collaborate. But what does that mean? Collaboration is more than just working together with others. To really work together effectively, especially when resources are tight, we need to invest in good collaboration. Good collaboration means sharing the responsibilities, risks, benefits, and the credit. Good collaboration also means that everyone who is involved works toward a common goal. To do that, we need to know our limitations, leave our ego at the door, keep an open mind, be physically and mentally present, ensure everyone has an equal voice, invest trust to get trust, step out of our comfort zone, value each other's contributions. There are many benefits of a good collaboration, such as engaged and empowered members, increased capacity to solve complex problems, strong relationships grounded in trust, honesty, and respect, efficient use of resources, and a greater overall impact. Remember, we are stronger when we work together. Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much.
We are working on a win-win benefit model which is very unique, and this is just a glimpse or a trailer. There is lot in store which humans have never experienced or never imagined before. So we can do all this the moment we start. So it's better not to delay and start the good thing as quickly as possible. Thank you for your patience and time.